Extremely. Alright, I'm just playing. That's going to be a bit of a running gag with that. Now, you're probably wondering, based off of that video, what the hell, Frost? Troll, every single YouTuber in all of existence that's worked on test games has already made like 10,000 friggin' tutorials on how to make stealth archers. The hell are you doing making a stealth archer tutorial? Okay, listen. This isn't really going to be a full-blown stealth archer tutorial. As you've probably seen by the video title, this is more of just how good stealth archer actually is in Skyrim. And this is just going to be the first part in a bit of a series in my How to Elder Scrolls series, where I'm basically going to check out how good Stealth Archer is in every single Elder Scrolls game from, well, front to back essentially, with 5 being the most recent and 1, Arena, being the, well, oldest. Of course, getting there is going to be interesting. Well, anyways, I have my character, Professor Fletchides here. He's going to be our tutor in how good, Stealth Archer is. Of course, I'm playing an Imperial Professor. I always play an Imperial Professor, but I will make things interesting, because of course this is mostly to see just how good Stealth Archer is in Skyrim first. And the reason I'm only doing this is because I beat Morrowind as a Stealth Archer, and it got me wondering how good Stealth Archer actually is in every Elder Scrolls game. So what I'm going to do, and of course I do have an extensive mod list here, so essentially this is just going to be a way to create a class. A lot of my I'm going to show my mod list in a second, but all you really need to know is this mod here is just adding in, like, a bunch of my mods are just like adding in features from the older Elder Scrolls game, or just adding to Skyrim. It's just a bunch of like quality of life stuff. I do have a few mods that are definitely very Skyrim mods, like I do have like Dragon Ball Z spells, and of course Inigo and Lucian Flavia says follower mods, but who doesn't like those mods, you know? Who doesn't have those mods? Now, of course, since I am just trying to test out what I'm going to do, basically the way this class system works is whatever I don't specialize in is all going to have like 5 skill, just like in the old schools. So I am just going to play as, let's see here, I'm going to play as a full-blooded sorcerer, because that should, yeah, as you can see, I'm not good at, hell, I'm good at heavy armor, if anything. My character's not good in marksman or anything of that sort, marksman or stealth, which should be good for this demonstration, because again, this is going to be a I'm going to explain more in a second. This isn't going to be a demonstration on how to make a Stealth Archer build. This is going to be a demonstration on how busted it is in Skyrim. And I'm actually going to do a non-Stealth Archer build to show you how quickly you can grind up into being a Stealth Archer and how powerful it actually is. That's going to make it more interesting. And of course I got birth signs as well. I'm just going to take the mage. You know, like, Professor Fletchides, he's a stealth archer, but as you can see, he's probably the worst stealth archer in all of existence, with his 5 in archery and his 5 in sneak, and being a mage. Now, of course, I'm going to show you my mod list just so you know that there's no real funny business going on, like no central crawling. There are a few mods I don't have enabled, like my Skyrim World Randomizer. That mod broke years ago. I don't know how to get that fixed up. The unofficial patch, that's just quality of life stuff. Alternative start, that's just so I don't do the tutorial. Classic classes, that's what y'all saw. Attributes, that just adds attributes from the older games. Dragon Ball spells, as I said before. Flintlock pistols, that's of course just stuff that the blades have, so I'm not going to see that today. Growl beast, I actually kind of showed this off a bit in my random Skyrim video, so check that out. Guard dialogue, yada yada. Heavy armory, that just adds a bunch of new weapons in. Sweet hell, that adds in. I never actually checked this location out, but it basically adds a bunch of Oblivion gates from what I remember seeing. Of course, Lucian Flavius. There are Mythic Dawn assassins in the world. I can get scythes, Warren style dormer dungeon. I'm not sure what that does. I haven't really seen what that does too much. Multiple followers framework. This never seems to work for me, but I just got it for whatever reason. Weather, a weather mod, reputation mod. What is this mod? Oh, there are a bunch of mods I just forgot I have. Yeah, I forgot what that one was. Summer Mist, that's enchantments. Oh yeah, I can find Sub-Zero in the Chill as Windhelm. All the Infinity Stones. The armor is different, so minor factions have actually good looking armor. Truly unique weapons just makes the random unique weapons actually look good instead of just having a huntsman bow named Ysolda's Bow of Hunting, you know. Unplayable faction armors, I think that just does about the same thing as this, but wear multiple rings, I just get more ring slots, infinite ring slots, but I'll use like maybe 2 at the most, it doesn't really matter. Winter Sun Faiths, that just adds a bunch of gods you can worship. Truly Absorb Dragon Souls, makes me stronger when I absorb Dragon Souls. Bound Armor, just adds Bound Armor. Sacrosanct, Vampire mod, makes vampires better. Ordinator, that just adds a bunch of new perks. And it is a very popular perk mod, so a lot of people may have this. Draxon Sun enchantments, Imperious races, that changes races. Wildcat combat, that just makes combat harder. This adds more perk points, so every time I reach even levels, it gives me a second perk point. So it just makes leveling up faster. But honestly, for this demonstration, you'll be leveling up fast enough anyways that this mod really doesn't matter too much. It's really only good for when you have Ordinator perks because of how many perks there are in Ordinator perks. Become a Bard, you can become a Bard. Leveled Loot Adder, this basically adds more loot. Nego Follower mod, Cloaks and Capes, adds Cloaks and Capes. Civil War Armor Overhaul, just adds Civil War Armor. It overhauls the Civil War armor, so Stormcloaks and Imperials look snazzier. Unlock and Lock, that just adds the lock spell and the unlock spell from Morrowind and Oblivion. Practice Dummies just makes it to where if you hit someone with 5 or between 5 to 29 skills, it will allow you to train your skills up. And that's all the mods I have installed. So with that out of the way, you know there's no funny business. Now, time for us to take a start.
My child,
now,
and
of course,
choose where your new life
since
shall
I'm
begin.
starting off with possibly since I'm trying to get myself one of the worst spots to start off, just to show you how quickly you can scale up, I'm going to choose
Even in our
a little
darkest hour,
shipwreck as
there
my
is
start.
yet hope.
This is honestly one of my favorite starts, by the way. If you have alternative life, this is actually pretty cool. Yep, so survival mode, I'm not going to do that because if I did, I would freeze to death instantly being here. And you can already see I'm losing stamina from Wildcat because I'm in water. I'm going to choose to worship no one. My character's an atheist today. I'll just do that, just to make it easier. Well, anyways, we need to get out of this shipwreck and find us a bow, because that's our first little start. That's our first little objective. I'm the worst possible stealth archer because I'm a mage that needs to use a bow to do anything. And of course, if you want more of an explanation on how Wildcat works, best way I can explain it is it works more like Oblivion classic style, where less stamina you have, less damage you do. It does actually, hang on, it does actually make combat a bit easier though. I will change one thing with it, so let's see here, I'm going to hit no here, keep this as that, bow tax costs, I'll leave that as that. There are a few things I would like to change because it makes this game a little harder, and I do like to, yes, activate full body stagger. I do like to have this because it just makes the game a bit harder when you're in actual combat. Injuries. Yeah, so I'm going to go to going below this threshold. So I'm going to set up here and here. Alright. Not going to disable any of these. Time blocks don't matter. Opportunity of attacks, backstabs. Yeah, I'll just say. Actually, I'll disable the massive penalty. The melee damage boost, this is just a straight flat melee damage boost, so I'm going to disable that and remove this power from my inventory. There we go. Basically, all you need to know is doing that makes this game significantly harder. Now, of course, this here's some Alakir armor. It's some good light armor. I'm going to put that on right away. I'm not going to bother with the shield because, of course, if I have a shield, I cannot use a bow. So, I'm not going to use the shield. Now, this here should be the way out. Of course, I don't want to drown in here. Oh, a trident. It's one of the first major weapons. Ah, that's true shot. We might need that if we're using the bow. Alright, so escaping a boat would be too hard, this difficult. But, you know, that is, the typical tragedy that, ooh, loot. I'll take that. The typical tragedies, Professor Fletchides has to deal with. You know, just trying to live his best life, sailing off to, perform his studies and, you know, make a living, then this happens. Ah, there's the exit. Yeah, I wonder why there was no, way to the captain's quarters, but yeah, that's the... Alright, the Skinny Horker. Well, this here's the boat that we just had to escape from. Oh, look, a Falmer agent. Or dead passenger, as it's called. Staff firebolts, I'll sell that. Yeah, I'll take the rings. They don't add much. Just magic resistance, and I should actually get one of my modded enchantments up. If this works right. Oh boy. I think Storm King is broken. Yeah, the Storm King enchantment normally just summons a ghost to you. Just like adds a second follower. Or at least an additional follower. Well, anyways, we're just going to head this way and look for some bandits to, I guess, steal a bow from. Well, I gotta say, we avoided the slaughterfish pretty... Oh! Yo, no way, the Storm King works. Okay, well, the Storm King enchantment works, finally. He'll, I guess, help us in, keeping us alive a bit. Yeah, he's just out there killing slaughterfish. But yeah, I didn't expect to be able to dodge all the slaughterfish and actually make it to prim and proper civilization. I mean, Dawnstar of all places, there is actually a chest here I could, in theory, loot to get a quick and easy bow. However, two things. One thing I forgot to mention, but it ain't really anything too crazy, is I'm playing on Legendary difficulty. Honestly, I just get used to Legendary difficulty, to tell you the truth. It isn't really that hard, with the right setup, especially on a modded playthrough. That actually balances out the game, in a way that feels engaging and fun. I mean, sure, it does mean I die very quickly. I still die extremely quickly, but it's not like the enemies have 10 bajillion health points and never die. Like, I can still make builds that actually work. But yeah, I think instead of taking, secondly, I think instead of taking the, chest, just to really add a bit of a challenge, but also show just how easy the setup here is, I'm just gonna steal a bow from a local guard. Fletchity's here is just falling low, so here, real quick, he'll go away eventually. There we go. Yeah, the Storm King does get annoying, but, you know, he is useful. He is useful for a few things. He makes a great bodyguard. However, I'm thinking, yeah, broad daylight. This guard's going to sit there and do
Talk to
that.
Rustleaf. Get some proper steel.
Oh. And if I just sit here, I
Let
gotta
me guess.
save down.
Someone stole your sweet roll?
Allison's trying to snitch me out. If I look at the guard's pockets, yeah, you can see there's a huntsman's bow, which has a 10% chance of steal. If I get close, where's the line of sight? Oh.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say.
Dragons? Here in Skyrim? Haven't seen one in 2,000 years. Okay, well, this guard is a bit hard to rob. Here, we're just gonna... I guess I'll save scum. Risk the 10% chance.
Trouble?
Or
Don't even think about it.
0% chance once this guard looks at me. I'm sorry, but how did that become a 0% chance? Is it because you're no longer standing still?
By a dragon. One of those horrors comes here, we'll be ready.
Okay, I guess this guard is just delusional. But yeah, we definitely need to get our hands on a bow, and I think this would be one of the more hilarious ways to get a bow, is just stealing one. Or,
Yeah?
actually, on second thought, I guess I could just buy a bow. That's another legit way, I guess. We'll see. Well, let's see how much a bow costs.
Seems like no one is... Take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. So, 152 gold. I can actually afford that pretty well. Wow. Wow, like, very, very well. So, yeah, and I can... And I can afford 72 arrows, too. Isn't that crazy?
Come back.
Now he has all of my gold, but... Yeah, now we got
Steel.
this set up. We now have a bow. And we have arrows. That is all you need to become a stealth archer. Now, we gotta find somewhere to raid.
Hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Huh. So a thief is trying to rob.
Don't you walk away from me.
Oh! Well, we just jumped on this rock and he completely disarmed himself. Why did he switch to his fists like that? Here, we'll show, how good stealth archery is, I guess. Here, because we got a thief here that already detected us.
At your best.
Professor Fletchdies isn't really the best, but... Oh, look. We did a bit of damage. You know, like I always said, Legendary doesn't make things too hard, but look at that low damage. We should be able to at least take him out in a reasonable amount of time. With a reasonable amount of arrows, we just need to get the high ground. And we need to take him out. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh, if we can hit him. And yeah, as you can see... Oh. Enemies are able to dodge arrows. But, you know, they do pretty good damage because the reason why this seems to do this much damage is quite simple. You see, the bow does 9 damage, the arrow does 8 damage. I'm doing 17 damage per hit, versus if I were to wield like a dagger that did 6 damage, well, I would do 6 damage then. So yeah, bows do significant damage, and you can see I already got my marksman up to 6. And I mean, I'm able to, oh, well, I'm able to easily, okay, this thief has found an invisible barrier between me and him, and is using it to his advantage. But not for long. And as you can see, I did an injury. Of course, that is kind of the double-edged sword with Wildcat, is injuries not only inflict onto my enemies, but also to me, so it makes the game harder, but also more enjoyable, because enemies will, you know, get injured, and things are just more dynamic, because, yeah. And with a headshot, and we got level 9 archery already. Alright, so we're just going to steal all this. We're going to take the Torturer's hood. Yeah, 2 daggers. We're going to pick up all the arrows we missed with. Or at least these 2. I don't know where the other iron arrows went. But yeah, iron arrows and a huntsman bow, like, it's not a bad setup. I mean, I have the worst possible marksman skill in the entire game. And as you can see, we have a bandit fort in front of us as well, so that thief was mostly a good example on what non-stealth archery is like. I'm going to show you what the power of stealth archery is like. So we're going to wait until night, because the way Skyrim works with the stealth mechanics is, you see, it's not really just skill-based. Of course, skill plays a massive role in it. But light, noise, and direction of your enemy all play a huge role in how easily you can be detected, essentially. So with it being night out, I am in essentially dim light, so I'm obscured and I'm able to easily hide. If I was in daytime, then, well, I wouldn't be able to hide. At least not that easily. Now, there should be some bandits at least lurking around here somewhere. I have actually raided this fort before a few times, so I know there's some bandits inside. Especially in the inn that they raided. Funnily enough, Oh, look at that. Stealth is increased to level 6 already. Now I'm going to drop another save. This is the power of stealth archery right here. Save scumming. Alright. And also using third-person camera to peek around corners without needing to, you know, actually peek and reveal yourself. You can also look up here, see that there's no one in this tower. I hear someone, but don't see them. Maybe I'm just hearing my own footsteps. Okay. Here, they have a gate here. Oh, that's that gate. Here, if I take this tower, it'll give me the high ground. And I can look out and see bandits right there. You see that one right there. Now, if it was daylight, he would see me easily right there. But he can't, because, well, it's nighttime. Now, I'm going to show you what critical strikes from sneak attacks look like. So yeah, as you can see, I did some good damage there. Now I'm going to duck away, because they are currently looking for me. They did detect me, and they are shooting at me. That is the major downside to stealth archery, is bandits can shoot back. However, you can always run away. And if you get away fast enough, you can actually shoot and run, kind of run and gun, if you will. The only problem is these guys with two-handed weapons can deal some good damage. So usually you want to take the high ground, try to get as far away from them as possible, to break them up on this terrain. And of course, this is usually how bandits will try to take you out, is by just sending out their two melee characters and letting their archery bros just hang out in the back. Sometimes they'll chase you down, which is annoying. Sounds like they're chasing you down. I heard an arrow. Oh, can they follow me? No, they can't follow me. Good. So when you find an area... Okay, they can follow me. Okay, they can follow me, so I'm gonna duck down. Alright. This here's the engaging part of Skyrim archery, is the chase. This usually only happens in the early levels, and of course, Professor Fletchty's here is a very weak stealth archer. But I can still inflict some spine injuries here. I have low stamina, so I'm dealing low damage. In fact, it should show. And it doesn't show it. But it does do less damage. It's just minute. It is way more noticeable in later levels. And we have this axeman trying to chase us down as quickly as possible. Now, mind you, if I was close enough to a town, I would be able to lure everyone into a city and just get them all massacred by guards. Instead, Professor Fletchty's is just running for his life, having to choose between running and shooting. But it's not too bad. I mean, I did get rid of the heavily armored ones, which is a lot better. And I mean, see that even without stealth, I'm doing some significant damage here. Look at that, archery's already up to 12. And yeah, as you can see, archery in Skyrim is pretty busted. because I don't have to be within melee reach to actually fight these guys. And it looks
Give
like,
up
oh,
while you still can.
yep. Ah. Good. He's gonna sit there and take it. Oh, I missed. Well, he's gonna run off and take the long distance path. Now, one thing I did notice, and y'all probably saw it right there, is the way arrows work in this game. So in Skyrim specifically, arrows don't exactly shoot in a straight line, like where your crosshair is aiming, but it doesn't exactly have a, sneak us up to 7 by the way, it doesn't exactly have, that's because I'm losing the bandits, it doesn't exactly have a, like a downfall, you know, like it doesn't have a curve to it, at least in the way archery works in most games. It has a bit of an updraft to it almost, like it will shoot and it'll curve upwards and then straighten back out and then go downwards, you know, so you almost have to aim basically straight at the enemy, especially at long distances like this, only a little above the enemy in very far distances, but when you're aiming at an enemy that's close up, you actually have to aim a bit below them, which I find interesting. But yeah, as you can see, I managed to finally lose the bandits. They have no idea that Professor Fletchides was able to escape them. I'm going to drop another save, and then I'm going to continue attacking the bandits. Now, the way Skyrim works, these bandits and most human enemies, they don't have, like, health regen. Of course, frost trolls, like the mascot of this channel, they have health regen, and usually the way you get rid of that is through fire damage from flames, but other than that, the best way to take out frost trolls is, well, just attacking them really fast and, ooh, in general, doing enough damage. Now, it looks like someone in Fort Dunstad actually saw me. Somehow. I guess it's because my stealth is that crappy. Probably heard Professor Fletchides stomping about. Or probably saw him. As you can see, we're about to level up soon. So that's great. And, you know, again, we started with 5 marksmen and 5 sneak, and we already have 9 sneak, and our archery is already up to 12, and I'm about to hit a level up. Now, we're going to wait for someone to, I guess, show up so I can actually snipe someone. Or maybe I can just go find another sniping spot. Though I do think someone will pop around here, so if I'm patient enough, my prey will come to me. But yeah, I'm going to basically level up at least once or twice and show off some of the unique perks that at least Ordinator Perks has for archery, though they are still pretty similar to Skyrim's perk system. They're just an upgrade, like a direct upgrade. And really, this is more of just how strong archery is in Skyrim in general, and not really just how to make a stealth archer. But as you can see, this is all you need, is to sneak and use a bow. And if an enemy spots you, you run like hell. Apparently I've been detected. Not sure who. Okay. There's a watchman. A very, very perceptive watchmen. I couldn't even see them. I guess, Professor Fletchides over here shines pretty brightly in the moonlight with his Alakir armor, especially on reflective snow. But as you can see, just backing off here, that archer is looking down the road for us, but doesn't know that we're off to the side here. And we hit him. And we hit him from that distance. And they're trying to take cover behind that rock. And we got him in the back. Wonderful. And as you can see, right there, we were only doing like a pitiful 2 times damage on our sneak attacks. Now, of course, I am going to do this. Alright, now we can take a perk into Archery Mastery. That's going to mean that bows and crossbows do 50% more damage, and critical strikes with bows and crossbows do 2% more damage per level of archery. That's just a better version than the 25% boost you get flat if you play vanilla. And sneak is basically like vanilla, where it just does flat. Now, of course, sneak attack, this will basically give us 100% more damage using one-handed weapons, and our fists and bows, other weapons, will deal 25% more damage. So we definitely want to get sneak attack as well, which requires another 10 levels of sneak. So we definitely need to get more of that. However, we also have 2 more things. I'm going to choose some attributes. This is just an attributes mod. I'm going to give myself more speed. Speed is just good for running, but, you know, this stuff here, it is not Skyrim stuff. You wouldn't have this in vanilla. It's just a mod I got that re-adds a bunch of stuff from older Elder Scrolls games that Bethesda shouldn't have removed from Skyrim. Now, as you notice, this bandit here I took out has 17 iron arrows on him. That's because this bandit was an archer. As you can see, I just went from having like 60 arrows in that fight to suddenly going back up to 70. So I'm actually a little closer to the arrow count I had when I bought all those arrows. And now I'm going to clear this bandit fort, showing off how good archery is, even though I just hit level 2. I mean, shoot, you saw how good it was just at level 1. How good it actually is here in Skyrim. And now I'm going to show off even more just how powerful this friggin' system is with archery. I mean, seriously, it's completely busted. But yeah, we're going to probably hit this same spot we were in before to probably get another good sneak attack in. Should be a bit easier to get a sneak attack in since we have 15% better sneaking. And of course it is night out here. So if I just take this high spot here, I can look around, see no bandits up here. Wow. These bandits aren't even out here. Did they all chase me out in the wilderness and get lost? Huh. Guess that is the case. Oh, that's running and gunning everyone. Apparently, loud archery is pretty good too. Let's go ahead and hop over here. Go back into sneak mode. I guess scout out the place. Anyone up in these positions? Maybe they got eaten by wolves chasing me. That'd be incredibly lucky. But yeah, there's the prison. Oh, Alright, well, here's how archery duels are. Ooh. Yeah, Wildcat makes it so if... Ooh. Happens to you too. Wildcat makes it so getting hit while pulling your bowstring, even by an arrow, will stagger you. And it's a full NPC stagger. Oh. Oh. Dang. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of this. Get out of this. Alright. Well, we got too many bandits on us, so we should probably back up. Oh. Yeah, our injury. Oh, it's a leg injury. That's not good. Leg injuries means if I run, I'll trip and fall. That's not good, so I can't run. I can only hobble. And walking will make us sometimes stagger, which is even worse. Okay, so the bandits actually are smart. They went for the legs. But I went for the bushes. So I'm even smarter. Because, as you can see, they lost me pretty easily. Because sneak in this game is friggin' broken. Here, I'm going to wait a whole hour to heal all my ailments, including that injury I just took. So now my leg injury is gone, and as you can see, I don't hobble when I walk. And I think waiting, though, does also heal your enemies, so all the bandits got their health back. That sucks, but it is what it is. Should be able to locate more bandits and take them out, though. I mean, this is like a 49-minute tutorial. Not truly a tutorial, but, you know, it's still a how-to. Well, I don't know where all the bandits are in this place. Doesn't look like they're out here in this courtyard anymore. But here, we'll try and take out the other bandit up here, I guess. If I can jump correctly, there we go. They need to bring acrobatics into the newer Elder Scrolls 6 whenever they bring out Elder Scrolls 6. Because being able to level up acrobatics is actually nice. Being able to jump is actually nice. Yeah, but as you can see, that's the archer right there. That's actually one of the good enemies to take out, because archers have arrows. Arrows are ammo. Ammo is good for killing your enemies at a distance. Like... Oh, I missed. But missing can distract your enemies and cause them to stop. Oh! Ooh! That is how you loud archer. Okay, took out a Khajiit. Feel bad for that, but hey, he was trying to kill me, so we're going to take another 21 arrows. As you can see, we just got a net positive in our arrows. And now, we just got an even bigger net positive. We basically got even more arrows than what that blacksmith was selling. So we basically just got our gold back, essentially. And then some. Alright. Now, looks like we actually cleared out the rest of this area. I guess that's just a fun little bit. There is an archery post here. I think I can actually train my archery all the way up to 30. I'm going to do a bit of a speed ahead here. Alright. Well, that practice dummy cannot teach me anymore. I have just got my archery all the way up to 30. And of course I just need to get my sneak up, light armor, yada yada. However, as you can see, it's now daytime because I've been here for so long, just shooting a post over and over again. And I would like to still do a bit more, because you see, I'd like to actually test out how good 30 archery actually is versus, well, 5. I mean, y'all saw how much damage I was dealing with just 5 archery, a basics huntsman's bow, and just some iron arrows that I got off some random bozo blacksmith and Dawnstar. So we're going to go into Fort Dunstad and do a bit of indoor stealth archery and see how quickly we can clear the prisons. If we're not immediately being chased, will they go outside? Okay, bandits won't go outside. That's a good thing. Alright, well, that door leads straight to a bandit garden, so we won't go through that door, because I want to be sneaky about this, and, you know, maybe waiting until nighttime so all the bandits go to sleep, because I do think the bandits also have a sleep schedule. That would probably be best, you know. I should probably do that. That would probably be the best way to go about this, simply because fighting bandits that are awake and attacking me isn't really the smartest decision. And oh, who detected me? Oh, I think it's the worm-tooth moth. Hang on, hello?
Rah, Khajiit has something important to tell you. The heavens fell from the sky.
It looked like you fell from the sky. The hell are you talking
spheres,
about?
They broke into millions of pieces above the sea of ghosts. Panic, panic. Nern is ending. Khajiit needs help, Dragonborn.
I haven't even progressed that. Calm down. What's
Shards
happening?
of the stars, magic everywhere. Boom, Lashido.
Okay, I'll take a look, I guess. It better be
Thank you.
worth it.
Thank you. Khajiit thanks you. Take your loot. That's what you said, hmm?
Well, alright, well, Orphans of the Stars. Yeah, that's just, another, like, quest mod. There's, like, a few different mods that just add entire quest lines, and that's one I've never actually done before, but this Khajiit right here, old Kajor, I swear, he shows up at the funniest time, so I kind of just never got rid of the mod. Alright, well, anyways, that was a hilarious bit there. Let's go into Dunstad Prison in the lower works. And it looks like this place is less guarded. So yeah, we'll take the less guarded part of Dunstad Prison and actually start sneak attacking, I guess. Alright, and as you can see, there's a guy on patrol who hasn't seen me yet. And yeah, with our basic perk setup, we can one-shot some of the basic bandits here already. Before we're even, you know, like, before we even got, like, better gear or anything. Like, I'm still using a huntsman's bow.
Need me some skooma, the imported stuff.
Oh?
Just one last time.
Hey, I think that's the York from upstairs. Where's he at? Oh, he's checking out the cells, and he has a bow and arrow. Or that was someone else completely, and I just put an arrow in the back of someone's head. While looking for that orc.
Stupid bees and their stupid honey.
No, no one in that cell. Looks like that's someone's room, though. But hey, we got more arrows, so again. Who's looking at me? Someone keeps detecting me and then not, you know. God, lockpicking. Alright, yeah, stealth in this game is honestly interesting. Alright, it's honestly overpowered, but, you know, especially with stealth archery. But honestly, you don't need me, Morrowind YouTuber telling you that stealth archery is overpowered in Skyrim. Oh, there's a skeever in there. Well, it's just a skeever then. That's fine. At least I now know why I was being detected. And why I wasn't going into combat there. You know, it looks like this is the upstairs area. This is probably where I walked in from, and it looks like this is probably on a patrol route. So someone might be walking through here in a second. Yep. So, get ready for an ambush. And as you can see, I deal enough damage that I can surprise them and then take them out and get an arrow back. But you know, I already have over 100 arrows, and I just started this game like, what, less than an hour ago? Well, exactly an hour ago. And I started at the bottom of a ship, and that looks like a bandit chief. This here is going to be the ultimate test. Because, yeah, bandit chiefs often have the cloaks from the cloak mod. So let's see how much damage we deal. Not the best.
Bastard!
However, we can back up. We can run. We can leave. Will he follow? He won't follow. Alright. Now, we did some good damage there. Like, some surprisingly good damage there. What I'm going to do is hop to this other loading screen, so that way we catch him in the backside. Oh. Kajor is still there. Alright. Now. Oh.
Time to end this.
He actually expected that. Okay. I don't know how. What? Hang on. How did he expect that? What? Are NPCs actually smart in this game or something? Okay, I swear, if I go up through here and he's actually waiting for me, I'm going to lose it. I'm actually going to lose it if I go up here and he's actually waiting for me. Alright. Here, and I'm going to sit up here. Just in case, let me also take this coin purse someone tried to hide. In fact, I can actually... Oh. Your fight? Okay. That ramp up there is preventing me from... Let me make sure he's not just up here again. Already. I guess I could wait for him in his room, but you know. Oh. He was waiting for me. He expected me. But will he actually... Okay, I got light armor up at least. Here, we'll level up while we're waiting for him to figure out what's going on. And we'll take more levels into speed, endurance, and agility. Also, how much damage do we do with our bow? 24, not bad. Yeah, 24 damage is not bad. Especially when we do extra 20% on our first hit. I mean, it's mostly just the 16 from our bow, and then there's +8 from our iron arrow. So yeah. Let's, I guess, try to more stealthily take this guy out. I guess we can take another perk. We could zoom in, we could do long shot, but honestly that's just for sniping and we're dealing with someone close up. Don't have enough for sneak mastery. I'm going to hold off on a perk then. Unless, you know what? I want to do long shot. I should probably have done zoom in first, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, this is not 50 feet at all. But apparently it treats it like it was 50 feet. I mean, how much health did that guy actually have left? You know what? Wildcat does also have health threshold, so like the lower your health is, the more damage you take, so I guess that played a role into it. But yeah, we just took out a bandit chief with a basic bow and a basic arrow that we just got from some random bozo. So we basically just took over Fort Dunstad, and we barely had to work for it, and as you can see, we already have way more arrows than we know what to do with, and we can continue our killing spree. Yeah, y'all didn't really need to see this video to know that, yeah, Stealth Archer is extremely broken, extremely powerful, and in Skyrim it's possibly the best build for a good reason. I mean, I was able to take this whole place out, and I mean, yeah, sure, I do have mods, but still, I barely used, like, none of the mods I have, like, truly break the game. Like, yeah, sure, I was doing extra damage because of a few things, but still, like, the point still stands. Like, the fact that I'm able to take out all these stronger enemies by just sitting in the back and shooting, and hell, even in that chase scene y'all saw, I was able to straight up avoid taking damage just by running away and shooting as I was running. So, in conclusion, how strong is Stealth Archer in Skyrim? The answer probably doesn't surprise you. Stealth Archer is the most broken class in Skyrim. In fact, Stealth Archer is very busted. So yeah, I hope y'all learned, y'all probably didn't learn much, but hey, and next week we're going to cover Oblivion. Base Oblivion, not the remastered Oblivion. But yeah, stay tuned for that. For the meantime, that's going to be it for this. This has been your bro Frostbreed, and I think I'm going to have to catch you on the next one. Later!